Hello, everybody. It is Lana from Sage and Sound, and I am here to talk to you today about the unhelpful thinking style of overgeneralizing. What is overgeneralizing? It means taking one specific event and saying that it means more than it does. So an example of this might be if you go on a date with somebody, it doesn't go so well. And instead of being able to keep it specific, that particular date on that night with that particular person didn't go very well, you overgeneralize it and you start to say things like, because that date went poorly, my next date's going to go poorly as well. In fact, if that date went poorly, not only would these dates go poorly, but I'm probably really going to struggle to find a partner at all. And because I struggle to find a partner, that's not going to affect me just in my romantic relationships. That might also affect my friendships. All my friends are going to get married and I'm going to be stuck alone, and they'll feel awkward inviting me to parties. So they won't invite me to parties, and then I won't have a partner and I won't have any friends. And then people at work will notice that and think there's something wrong with me, and so I'll never get promoted and I'm going to be broke and alone for the rest of my life. That is an extreme version of overgeneralizing, but if you engage in this thinking style, you will recognize it and you will know it does get that extreme that quickly. And this is super common. Like, it might sound quite intense when we're saying it out loud, but in our head, it is really, really easy to snowball things in this way. It's unhelpful because it creates a huge amount of negative emotion and often a sense of, helplessness and hopelessness as well from a single negative event. It can also be unhelpful even if you overgeneralize in the positive, because it can cause you disappointment down the track. It's no way as much of a problem. But if you think about the dating example, this date went really well, and because of that, the next date between us is going to go well, and then all the dates are going to go to well, and we're going to commit to each other, we're going to get a partner, we're going to have children, we're going to buy a house together. That's a really positive version of overgeneralizing. But then if the second or third dates don't go so well, you're going to be really, really, really disappointed. So it can still have the potential to magnify emotion for us in a way that's problematic. The solution is just do the opposite. So when things happen, but particularly with negative events, we want to just keep it contained to that event. Sure, that date went poorly, but it does not mean anything about me, about who I am as a person, about what's going to happen in the future, about what other dates are going to be like. None of that. The date went badly tonight, and the date went badly tonight. That's it. So we just want to shut down that thinking style, basically. It is helpful because it keeps the power within us. As soon as we go into that overgeneralizing, we start to pull power away from ourselves. If this means this, then it means this, then it means that. It says nothing about our sense of choice and control in a situation. So when our mind goes to that overgeneralizing, all of a sudden, you're old and alone and broke and feeling so overwhelmed, you can't do anything. Whereas if you can say, gosh, that date went poorly tonight, then you can, and keep it there, you can just think about, okay, well, what could I improve? What could I do differently? Was it just that we weren't a good match, but other people will be good matches? Is it we went to something that didn't allow us to talk and connect? And next time I ask someone on a date, I'm going to do something where there's much more of a chance for interaction, we need to be able to stop and cut off that overgeneralizing so that we can learn and grow from negative experiences. So if that's you, now you have a label for it. So when your mind does start to snowball a negative event, you can say to yourself, overgeneralizing, and then you just come back and remind yourself of the very specific event. It only means this. This date went badly just then. This time with this person doing this experience didn't go well. And then if you do want to up level, I would pull apart that experience. I would look at, well, what do I want to do differently next time? Because that is a really strong way of stopping the overgeneralizing from getting going in the future. Your brain can see how it's going to be different, and you've got that sense of power and control back. I forgot to mention why we do it. The reason why we overgeneralize is it saves time for our brain. If we go back into evolutionary history and think about, there's a tiger and it almost eats us, it chases us, we almost die. Next time you see a tiger, you want to imagine it's going to do the same thing. And in fact, things that are kind of like tigers, big roary lions, yeah, let's be afraid of those as well. So lots of benefits in terms of our physical survival. These rocks were slippery, I better be careful on these next rocks, but not so helpful when we're talking about emotional and mental health in the present. So go away, give this technique a try. I do think it is something that is quite common in a lot of people. It's just we don't necessarily voice it, and that can make it really hard to pick up. But pay attention to those times when you do feel a bit out of control and hopeless, and you can switch back and go, ooh, was I overgeneralizing here? Okay, now I know what to do. Bring it back to specifics, look at what I want to do differently next time. So I hope you found that helpful. Do give the technique a try. And if you are interested in more specific and personalized help with this or any other unhelpful thinking styles that you know are holding you back, it's what we do here at Sage and Sound. The link to our website is in the comments, and that has a book now button where you can just book in an appointment. We do online appointments, so it doesn't matter if you're not in Brisbane where we are. We can certainly help you with this kind of stuff. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. See you.